Hello. This is my pitch video for Screen Australia Generate program. First of all, the story itself. I want to make the audience for this film feel as if they are in the country town, the small, tight-knit, rather claustrophobic community in which the film is set. To that end, I think every detail of the story the details have to be very important. And details of architecture, details of clothing, details of lifestyle. These are the rural middle class. They're well-off people living in small country towns. They all have children who are engineers in Singapore or stockbrokers in New York, and they're very proud of their children, and they're very proud of their cutlery sets, and they're very proud of their decor and their antiques, and they're very bitchy, and they hate their husbands. But this woman among them, who is a bit of an outsider, they're all insiders. They're all people who cling to a group. They cannot exist without the support of a peer group. This woman is a bit more independent, a bit more self-regulated, but she's a part of the group, and they're her friends. And when her husband dies suddenly and unexpectedly, he's a doctor and he dies with a heart attack, she is left on her own, and they are all frightened she's going to take their husbands whom they hate. So they try to line her up with various boyfriends, and it's quite hilarious what follows. So it's a comedy, but as with most comedy, pain is underneath the comedy. The comedy is about pain, and it's about relieving the tension of pain with comedy. So there's really good comedy, really good comic scenes in it, but there's an underlying conflict between these two ways of life. And a woman who has been frustrated. She had a happy marriage, but she's frustrated living in a tight-knit community. And that is the targeted audience, is women who, 2 minutes already, the target audience is women who, while they may have good friendships and careers and all that sort of thing, are frustrated they can't fulfill themselves fully as human beings. That's the target audience, is all I've got time to talk about. My track record is that I'm a writer. I've been a writer all my life. I wrote a number of stage plays. I had 9 stage plays produced professionally, 9 non-fiction books published professionally. My most recent book is with my wife Therese, and it's a book about Australian women artists in France last century, called Entropy, and it's published by Monash University Press, just come out. And we write only, as a team, we write only about women artists. And I might mention in this context that I'm a team player, and that I very much want to work with a script editor, an experienced script editor, who, while not interfering with the guts and basis of my text, which is a strong story, will provide a lot of discipline and technique and craft. I've lectured in screenwriting at universities for 11 years, and I know the craft. I know kinesis and forward motion and obstacles and turning points and all those sorts of things. The story has to be told mostly in images, and I'm almost out of time. The story has to be told in images, and it has to be cathartic to those women for that reason. It's a romantic comedy, as what I said before. Pain is underneath the comedy. Why now? Because the feminist struggle for women to be fulfilling themselves and living lives equal to men is not yet over. That struggle continues, and many women still feel the need to change their way of life and change the world around them. So that's my 4 minutes. Is all I've got time for. Thank you very much.